Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here once again, and welcome back to the world's mankiest couch, where we're going to do another collection update. Okay, now, this should be the final collection update of 2013. I don't plan on buying any more games until 2014, but, you know, it's... Nah, that's totally not going to happen. Anyway, let's go over these games, shall we? Right. First up, we have... You probably can't read this, because it's just the cartridge. This is Nostalgia for the DS. Never released in Europe. Imported it from America. Now, the seller told me that it came with the case. He lied. I got on his tits, and he has since said he's going to send me the case. So I'm waiting for that now. But yeah, Nostalgia was always something that caught my eye whenever I saw it, you know? Because apparently it was supposed to be a Sega Saturn game. And then it got cancelled, and the developers finally brought it out for the DS. And just looking at it, it just looks like... How else would I put it? It looks like a perfect RPG. When I say perfect RPG, I mean like, you know, everything seems to look right in terms of, you know, PS1 era stuff. I don't know, but it definitely looked interesting to me, so I was definitely wanting to pick this up at some point. And I did. Shame it's only in the cartridge, though. I can't wait for that case to come, I really can't. But, yeah, there's that. Next we've got... Oh, actually, let me put this in order. Okay. Next we have Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. In fact, no wait, I showed it off in my the review I did of this game. You know, that little collector's edition I got, which was pretty cool. Yeah, A Link Between Worlds. I don't know what to say about this game. You know, I definitely love it. It's one of my favourite games of the year, but at the same time, it wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. It's a very weird feeling I have with it. Ultimately, it just went by too quick, you know? And wasn't that hard enough. You know, the game really just came and went for me, despite being amazing. So, yeah, I guess I do need to play through it again. Maybe that's it. But, you know, whatever. It's Zelda, you know? Of course I'm gonna fucking play it and enjoy it. That's what Zelda does to you. Now, speaking of Zelda, I don't know if it was because I played this and I got in the mood, you know, like, you know, an even bigger Zelda mood than I normally am in, but there was kind of some things that I wanted to pick up for the GameCube. There are 4 Zelda-related things for the GameCube that I don't own, but I would actually like to own. And I've got 2 of them here, okay? The first one is this. Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. Always wanted to try this out. I'm surprised that this is considered canon material to the Legend of Zelda timeline, you know? I would have thought this would be totally spin-off, but, you know, you look at the back and, you know, it's clearly a 2D sort of Zelda experience, you know? With, I guess, hold on, let me see. Are those the same sprites used in Minish Cap? And, for that matter, the ones used in the Game Boy Advance 4 Swords Adventures, which got released for the DSi, which I played and I liked it. So, yeah, looking forward to giving this a go. You know, as long as it's a genuine 2D Zelda experience, you know, and, you know, not having 4 friends, well, now 3 friends, and 3 of those cable things in Game Boy Advances doesn't ruin the experience, I'll be happy. So, yeah, Zelda. Now, the other thing I got was this. By the way, most of these purchases are just completely pointless. I just wanted them because of, you know, collecting purposes, but this is Legend of Zelda, the promotional disc collector's edition thing. I think a lot of people do actually have this. You know, it's got the original Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask on it. I used to have this, actually. I remember I got a loan of my cousin's GameCube for a while, and this was one of the games they had on it. I'd already played the shit out of Ocarina of Time on my N64, and I was just happy to play it again, because I didn't have my N64 at the time. And I remember it was the first time I tried out Majora's Mask, and I've kind of delved into my history of Majora's Mask before about how it took a long time for me to really appreciate it, but now I do, so it's cool to finally have this, you know. Now, the other 2 things Zelda-related for the GameCube that I would like to own, first of all, is the special edition of the Wind Waker. Specifically, the one that came with the Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time. I know it's redundant to own that, but I just want to own it, okay? And even more redundant is the final Zelda-related thing, which is the GameCube version of Twilight Princess. Again, don't ask why, I just want to own it. So, yeah, that's Zelda. Okay. stay there. Next up, we've got Super Mario 3D World. Now, I actually recorded a review of this, but this camera's like buggering up or something. This video's probably buggered up the new. The audio is probably all out of sync. Like, look. I bet that tap totally doesn't sync up with the footage and your immersion's probably ruined, but I don't care. But yeah, Super Mario 3D World. Overall, very much enjoyed it. Big step down from Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 though, I gotta say. The cat power-up is really nice. I love all 4 playable characters. They really add a lot to the game. And yeah, it's pretty good. I can't really criticize it at all. Other than the fact that I didn't think it was as good as the Galaxy games. So yeah, that's that. Mario. And that was my sister spewing or something. I don't know, weird noises. Okay, speaking of platformers, here we have Lego Marvel Superheroes. Now, I'm more of a DC guy, but I do like my Marvel as well. And I was quite interested to try this out, you know, because obviously it was tying into the Avengers and that, but I thought it was really cool seeing like the Fantastic Four on this cover, you know? And of course seeing Spider-Man there amongst all the other Avengers, as well as Wolverine. You know, obviously it's not really particularly canon, it's just a fucking Lego game, but it's really good. I was enjoying this a lot. I haven't beaten it yet, but it's brilliant, you know? It actually came to everything. I remember it was like PS4, Xbox One, Vita, like every console you could imagine. But I decided to pick it up on Wii U because I guess the Lego games kind of, the Wii U is, they're most at home on the Wii U, I suppose, because of Lego City Undercover and whatnot. But yeah, whatever. And I got one more platformer here, and I was very impressed with this. Actually, no, I tell a lie, I've got 2 more platformers. This was a very surprising game for me, guys. Tearaway. Now, when this first got shown off, I was like, oh my god, that looks so fucking gimmicky. Like, I couldn't stand to look at it, you know, like the touchpad controls that it had. I was just like, no, this isn't gonna work, this is gonna be stupid. Little did I know, I didn't get this from the original trailers, right? But this is a 3D platformer collect-a-thon. And as soon as I started playing it, I realised that I was like, holy shit, they actually went and made something like this? And, you know what? I initially didn't like the look of the gimmicks. I don't think this game was gimmicky enough. I loved the gimmicks, you know? Using the back touchpad to, like, stick your fingers in the world, or friggin' tilting the Vita, or all the other stuff you could do, you know? There wasn't enough of that. There really wasn't. I enjoyed all of it. So yeah, very surprised with this, and highly recommend it. It was only 20 quid to, I think Sony are, I think I said this in another video, but I think Sony are kind of trying to push out the Vita at this point, so they decided to, at the very least, charge a small price for this, but my god, so worth it. You know, I feel bad for ever doubting Media Molecules, you know, that anything that studio touches is gold, really, so yeah. Good on you, Media Molecules, I'm very impressed with that. Okay, now here's one all of you were really wanting me to talk about. What do I think of this? Well, I really don't think it needs to exist. That's what I'll say right off the bat, you know? It's really good, but it's a fucking 4-hour Ratchet game, you know? Only slightly longer than Quest for Booty was. And even though it was... In fact, this was actually the same price as Tearaway, you know? And, like, the difference in value is kind of staggering to me. Well, not staggering, you know? Tearaway is pretty short as well, but it's longer than this anyway. And just playing it and seeing how good it was just made me yearn for a full fucking Ratchet game, you know? Why did it have to be a fucking 4-hour game? That really, that kind of bugged me when I thought about it. But if you just consider it like a third of a Ratchet game, I guess it is pretty good. It is good to play for. Again though, honestly, it doesn't need to exist. At least in my eyes, so yeah. Whatevs. Okay. Next we have something I've wanted to have for a while and have finally gotten around to picking up. Shinobi X. Yes, this is the Shinobi game where all those horrible FMVs stem from, you know, with the shuriken and the heart while shrugging, you know, that came from this game. The European version I heard is really different actually. It's got different music and stuff. That sounds more quote-unquote Genesy. Apparently one of the developers said that. At least that's what I read on Wikipedia. But yeah, me, you know, you guys know I love me some Shinobi, and I've never played this. And apparently it was quite good. You know, you don't see a lot of people talking about it, mind you. You know, probably because it's got like digitized characters, Mortal Kombat style, and those horrible FMVs probably didn't help its reputation, but whatever. I have it now, and I'm glad. Okay, last two games here, and these two games have something in common actually. You know, if you go on Metacritic right now, on the front page, these are the two highest rated games. And they're both JRPGs, and it makes me so happy. And we're back. I was talking about two RPGs, and here's the first one. Oh god, this is going to be big. I hope I can get it in the frame. Ys Memories of Celceta, the collector's edition from Xseed. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this too much because I haven't really sat down to play it properly yet, but I was really looking forward to this. I love me some Ys so goddamn much. And the fact that it's doing as well as it is really makes me happy, you know. I mean, this along with Tearaway, you know, really is making the Vita kick ass at the moment, you know. It's kind of weak up against the 3DS, obviously, still, but I'd say it's doing better than the Wii U, if I'm honest, right. But speaking of 3DS, the last game I got on here is Bravely Default. I'm about 15 hours into this game. My god, this was exactly what I wanted it to be. It is incredibly good. I already did an unboxing of the collector's edition over there, and I want to go play it right now rather than just talk about it. You know, you'll see more videos based off this game, whether it's just like a quick thoughts on or whatever, but for the time being, if you live in the UK, I highly recommend you go out and buy it. America isn't getting this till February, but guys, it'll be worth the wait. It is seriously that good. Very, very happy with that game. But yeah, that's that for collection updates for 2013. See you in 2014. So yeah, see you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.